Good afternoon and welcome to a supplemental edition of the OBX Wave Report. For this edition, what I am going to do is provide you guys with some basic exercises, a basic exercise routine for surfers and maintaining physical fitness during the cold months or when you're inside and you don't have the opportunity to get out into the waves as much, and just to help maintain your musculature, your physical strength, and this particular set of exercises is more moderate. It's more set up for like a lower impact. I know I've gone through a higher impact calisthenics routine called the 55, and that particular video didn't work out as well as I hoped, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do like a 55 redux routine for you guys, but not for this one. This one is what I'm calling the basic one calisthenics routine for wave carvers. It's a quick 10 to 15 minute workout that's going to help maintain your basic musculature for surfing and just generally support your joints and keep your core and your upper body and your leg strength in good working order. Help to keep your ankles and your knees and your hips strong, as well as your back and shoulders and your chest. Generally, I focus more on like calisthenic type body weight exercises as well as regular type cardiovascular exercises as opposed to weightlifting. Don't get me wrong, weightlifting is a great way to increase your musculature and increase your strength. But as a surfer, I don't want to be as muscle bound, so I'll tend to rely less on weights and more on body weight style exercises. So the basic one calisthenics routine for wave carvers is a series of stretches and cardiovascular and calisthenic type exercises that focus on your full body system. It's not going to get every muscle group, but it's going to get a wide variety of muscle groups, and it's going to hit large muscle groups that have added effect. If you want to do the basic one routine and maybe add something for more back strength, if you've got a pull-up bar that you can just go out and knock out some pull-ups as well afterwards, that would be a good addition to the basic one. So for the basic one, we're going to go through a series. I'm going to talk about the basic one, and then I'm going to do the basic one for you guys. So we're going to do toe touches, butterfly stretches, the ankle rotation, jumping jacks, the lunge, the squat, the push-up, and the flutter kick crunches, which I'm calling crunchies because it's just fun, and what I'm calling the duck wiggle, which is like a modified plank that puts you in a semi-duck dive type position, and then wiggles you from back and forth to help strengthen your core. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate each of these exercises once, and then we'll go through the routine. So a lot of these are pretty simple and self-explanatory. So your toe touches, you're just bending at the hips, trying to touch your toes, being careful not to strain your back, and we're going to do this for a 20-second count. So your toe touch, we're just going to start as a basic warm-up stretch. The second exercise that we're going to perform is the butterfly stretch, where we're just going to stretch out our hips and our hamstrings over here, and we're going to do this for another 20 to 30 second count. For surfing, your hips and your lower body, you need to have those as mobile and as flexible as possible. It's just helpful to both prevent energy and to increase your mobility on the waves. The third exercise that we're going to do is the ankle rotation. So just very basic, put your toe on the ground and rotate. And we're going to do 10 repetitions for each. And then for the fourth exercise, we're going to do some jumping jacks. We're not going to do a whole lot. It's just enough to get your range of motion going, just to get your blood pumping a little bit. We're going to do 20 jacks. The fifth exercise that we're going to perform is the lunge. And we're just going to do a basic lunge without weights. And we're going to do 20 with one repetition being each leg. And we're going to put our toe pointing out slightly to get a little hip rotation in with our lunge. We're not going to go really wide on the lunge, but you know, if you want to modify it, you can put a hip, position your hip and your toe out to stretch it a bit more. But for now, we're going to keep our toes closer into the center, just a slight angle. And lunge. We're going to do a slight touch on the knee, but we're not going to bang our knees on the ground. And we're going to do 20 of those. It's just a good exercise for strengthening your legs and your hips. The next exercise we're going to do is a squat, basic squat. We're just going to go down, all the way down. We're going to maybe stop just for a tenth of a second, and then we're just going to go back up. Again, strengthening our legs, our hips, and our knees and ankles as we do that. For the 7th exercise that we're going to perform as part of this routine is the push-up, and we're going to do a basic push-up, hands about shoulder width, a little bit more than shoulder width apart, and we're going to go down for me, the repetitions are going to be between 50 and 60. You pick a good number of repetitions for you. If you want to do like 100, you can do 100. If you want to do 20, you can do 20, whatever meets your fitness level for upper body strength. And we're just going to do a basic push-up, you know, just down and up. Just a good move your whole body as a unit. And if you've got a furry companion to help you out, that's always a good thing, although I don't know if I can do push-ups with Crow right underneath me here. No, probably not a good idea. So I might have to move Crow. He's going to want to play with me. The next exercise that we're going to perform is the flutter kick. And I'll just go ahead and do this at an angle for you. We're going to lay down. We're going to put our hands not directly under our glutes, but near them, and we're going to kick. We're going to keep our head up a little bit. Be careful not to strain our back. Focus in on our abs. We're going to do about 50 flutter kicks. One repetition being, so a kick for each leg is one of the repetitions. So boop, boop, 1. You know, boop, boop, 2, 3, and so on. For the next exercise that we're going to do is the crunch, which I'm just calling the crunchy for fun. And the crunch is you're just going to lay down and elevate your upper body and crunch those abs. Then you're not going to come all the way up, not going to strain your back, just elevate your shoulder blades off the floor. We're going to do 20 of those. And again, you know, you can modify this based on your level of fitness. This is more dialed into my level of fitness. And then the last exercise that we're going to do here is what I'm calling the duck wiggle. And it's a modified plank / duck dive position. We're going to put both of our forearms on the floor here. We're going to get ourselves in a push-up position with our body flat, and we're going to wiggle to the side. Like wiggle our hips to the side to get a range for our abs. And let's see if I can, I'm just going to do this at an angle so you guys can see, you know, what I'm doing from the side here. Let's not knock something down, but we're going to get into a plank and we're going to wiggle from side to side. And one repetition is one back and forth. So 1, 2. And we're going to do 50 of those bad boys. And that gives you an idea what the basic one composes. And it's about a 10-minute long series of exercises. I'm going to get a little hydration here before we start because, you know, talking and exercising can drain you a little bit here of the fluid. So I'm going to get a couple of sips, and then we are going to start. So this is the basic one, about a 10-minute long series of exercise. You can do it in the morning right before you make your coffee or right after or anytime during the day. Just nice easy set of exercise. So we're going to start with the toe touches. Toe touches, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, trying to creep down. For our next stretch, we're going to do the butterfly, 20 seconds. And again, you're just going to apply pressure, a slight pressure to your outer legs here near your knees, and hold it for 20 count. I'm not going to count. I can see the second counter on my my video monitor here, so I'm just going to count it out for 20 seconds. You can count it out loud if you want, and just slowly push down, and that's a 20 count. For our next stretch, we're going to do the ankle rotation, and we're going to do 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Kind of looking a little like Elvis here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and that's once on each leg. Now moving down to our calisthenics here, we're going to start with our jumping jacks. We're just going to do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So just getting the blood pumping here a little bit. Now we're moving up to our lunge. So we're just doing 20 lunges. 1 and 1. 2 and 2. 3 and 3. And so we just don't want to neglect our lower body at all. That sometimes lower body can get neglected. That's 5. This is 6. This is very important. Keep your knee, hip, and ankle strength up for surfing. This will be 8. 9. We're halfway there. This will be 10. And again, don't be slamming the knees down. Just a nice light touch if you touch, or just right above the ground. I believe this is 11. Might be 12. We'll say it's 11. And this will be 12. 13. I'm looking on our leg strength here. 14. 5 more. So 15. And again, you can adjust as you like for your relative physical fitness. If you want to add in some weights, you can. This is 17. I like doing just base body weight. 18. This will be 19, and one more for 20 and 20. You feel burn there a little bit. For our next exercise, we're moving into our squat. We're just going to squat down, feel those muscles, joints pop, and then just pop back up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This also helps your balance. 7, 8, 9. Make sure you don't strain your back at all. Make sure your hips are in good proportion here. This will be 12. I believe I'm getting the count right. 13. It's okay if you fall off balance a little bit. 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. You want to feel a good burn here, but we're not killing it. This is like a daily thing that we can do to just keep ourselves in good condition. So now we're moving on to upper body a bit and core work. And this is our push-up. I'm going to pull my glasses off because I can lose them during these things. And we're going to do 50 to 60. So let's just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2,
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Let's get a couple more. 51, 52, 53, 4, and 5. All right, feels good. Nice burn there. Wish that was a great exercise. Great for upper body strength. So we've gotten through our push-ups. Now we're gonna move on to a flutter kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, halfway there, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 with the last little burn there. And now we're moving on to our crunchies. We're gonna do 20 of these. So just feel the burn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, and now we're moving on to our last core exercise, final exercise of the set. We're on about 7.5 minutes. It's about 8-minute workout. 2, 3, and this is the duck wiggle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that completes the basic one. About 8 minutes for the entire workout. So a good, quick cardio pump and a good calisthenics series is going to help maintain your musculature. It's not going to take a huge amount of time, so if you've got work in your day and whatnot, you can just pump this thing out. And then if you have more time later, you can, get in a surf session or go for a jog, go for a bike ride, go work out at your gym. But if you're doing something like this every day, you're just maintaining your basic muscular, skeletal, and to a degree your cardiovascular strength, although you should typically perform more cardiovascular work over the day, either by walking or running or biking, in our case swimming or surfing as well. But a good basic routine to keep your core body strong, keep your upper body strong, keep your joints healthy, to keep stretched and limber. When it comes to working out and maintaining physical fitness, persistence is more important than individual extremity or just just doing it's better to do this every day than having one just crazy workout once a week. It's good to have just a constant state of base physical activity than it is to just focus in on those main events once every so often. If
If you got this going on and you have your main events on top of it, then you are much more likely to maintain a decent fitness level. And of course, if you're spending more time, say for example, 2 hours a day out in the water on top of doing something like this, then your overall physical fitness is going to be much stronger as well. This set of calisthenics is going to help be the glue, or calisthenics in general, I find, is like the glue that helps just bind everything together. So you can do these little routines that focus in on both the muscles and the cardiovascular fitness that you need as a base, and then build off of that for other things. So this is the basic one, calisthenics routine for wave carvers. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a 55 redux. I love the 55. 55 is it's a longer exercise series, about double length of these basic series. And I did a video before, but it didn't quite work out. So we're going to do the 55 redux at some point for you guys. Another tool or another arrow to put in your quiver for maintaining physical fitness. And of course, it's just important to remember that your health and physical well-being are based on 3 factors: your stress level. And so if you're reducing your stress, that's actually number 1. Number 2 is going to be your diet. So your diet's more important than exercise. You can't just replace bad eating with lots of physical activity. Physical activity is definitely going to help you, but if you eat terribly and you have a lot of physical activity, then your health is still going to probably take a hit, depending on your sensitivity to food. Some people are more sensitive to food, some people are less. And then the third aspect, which is still really key, is exercise. Exercise helps reduce your stress by producing endorphins, and it helps you maintain your strength, both in your cardiovascular system and in your musculature. And this helps you build confidence to do the things you need to do to generally maintain health throughout the day. So those 3 things are like the core for your overall health and well-being. So that's the basic one. Thanks for joining me, and I'll get back to you soon with another wave report. This one, some local observations for December the 20th. Take care.